Today's topic for discussion is some examples on the three operators delta, del, and e. So first example is true that delta log fx is log 1 plus delta fx by fx. So consider the images. What is delta fx? Is f of x plus h minus fx. This is delta fx. So what is delta log fx? Is log of x plus h minus log fx. That is the value at the next point minus value at the same point. So by using the definition of delta, we have this. And then log a minus log b is log a by b root. So by that root we have this step. And then e of fx. What is the definition of e of fx? Is f of x plus h. So f of x plus h is e of fx. And then e is 1 plus delta. As e is 1 plus delta. So substitute e as 1 plus delta fx divided by fx. That is fx plus delta fx by fx by multiplying by fx in this bracket. And so this fx by fx is 1 plus delta fx by fx. That is the RHS. So next example, prove this or evaluate this. Delta square by e x raised to 4. Take h is equal to 1. And this delta raised to 14 of this quantity. Evaluate this quantity. Delta raised to n of this. Delta of e x divided by x plus 1 factorial. And delta of e raised to x sin dx. So first example, delta square by e x raised to 4. What is the value of delta? E is 1 plus delta. Therefore, delta is e minus 1. It's square by e. And into x raised to 4. Then what is the square of this e bracket? Is e square minus 2e plus 1 by e x raised to 4. And divided by e to each term. So we have e minus 2 plus 1 by e. 1 by e means e raised to minus 1. X raised to 4. And multiply by x raised to 4 in the bracket. We have this e x raised to 4 minus 2 x raised to 4 plus e raised to minus 1 x raised to 4. And what is e of x raised to 4 is x plus 1 raised to 4. That is shift the point to next point. And here h is 1. That's why it is not x plus h raised to 4. It is x plus 1 raised to 4 because h is 1. And what is the definition of e of fx? Is f of x plus h. So it is x, replace x by x plus h. But h is 1, therefore replace x by x plus 1. So don't write it is at x raised to 4 plus 1. This is not x raised to 4 plus 1. But it is what? X plus 1 raised to 4 minus 2x raised to 4 and e raised to minus 1 x raised to 4 means what? Shift the point 1 point previous or back to this x raised to 4. So what is the previous point? By subtracting h, we have the previous point. But h is 1, therefore e raised to minus 1 x raised to 4 is what? X minus 1 raised to 4. What is e inverse fx? Is f of x minus h. But h is 1, therefore x minus 1 raised to 4. And then after simplifying this bracket, that is find the power of this bracket raised to 4 and calculating all the addition and subtraction of terms, we have the answer 12x square. So the answer of the first problem is 12x square. And second problem, now we have to find the delta raised to 14 of this polynomial. Okay, delta raised to 14 of this polynomial. So if we multiply all these brackets, then we have the polynomial of degree 14. That is, we have some terms of degree 14, some terms are of degree 13, some terms are of degree, that is the power of x is 12 and so on. And last term we have the constant number. Okay, so we after multiplying this all these 4 brackets, we have the polynomial of degree 40. And what is the delta raised to n of x raised to n is n factorial. And delta raised to n plus 1 of x raised to n is what? Is 0. That is the derivative of the difference, n the difference of x raised to n is n factorial. But all the remaining, all the further or higher order differences of x raised to n are 0. So this is given in the theorem, the theorem of interpolation. that delta raised to n x raised to n is actually what? X raised to n is n factorial. Okay, so by using that, and that higher order differences of x raised to n are what? That is, if the power of delta is larger than the power of x, then answer is 0. And if the both powers are same, that is, for example, delta raised to 5 of x raised to 5 is 5 factorial. Delta raised to 6 of x raised to 6 is 6 factorial. But delta raised to 6 of x raised to 5 is 0. That is, if this power of delta is larger than the power of x, then answer is 0. So here delta raised to 14 of this multiplication, that is delta raised to 14 of each term. So after multiplication, we have the polynomial of degree 14. That is and its coefficient. That is the coefficient of x raised to 14 is what? That is called leading coefficient in this polynomial is what? A into minus a into minus b into minus c into minus d means ABCD. If these brackets are only this, suppose the last bracket is not present in fx, then what is the coefficient of and then what is the polynomial of degree? Is x raised to 5, x raised to 4, x raised to 3. So how we can find this 14 answer? Because this into this into this into this. So multiplication of these all terms is what? X raised to 5 into x raised to 4 into x raised to 3 into x raised to 2. And the base is same, means addition of power. So 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 2, 14. And so we have the, after multiplication of these four brackets, we have the polynomial of degree 14. And the coefficient of x raised to 14 is ABCD. And what are the next term in this polynomial is some constant into x raised to 13, plus next term is some constant into x raised to 12, and delta raised to 14 of x raised to 14 is 14 factorial. So if we apply delta raised to 14 on this multiplication of these four brackets, then we have what? ABCD is the coefficient of x raised to 14. So ABCD is constant. So delta raised to 14 of ABCD into x raised to 14 is what? ABCD into delta raised to 14, and delta raised to 14 by using this rule is 14 factorial. Then next, what is the next term in this multiplication in this polynomial? Is some constant into delta raised to 13. And what is this delta raised to 14? That constant into delta raised to 14 of x raised to 13. And delta raised to 14 of x raised to 13 is 0. Because the power of delta is larger than the power of x. Okay. And similarly, delta raised to 14 of delta x raised to 12, delta raised to 14 of x raised to 11, all are equal to 0. So we have this answer, ABCD into 14 factorial. So if there are three brackets, suppose first three brackets, then what is the multiplication? What is the multiplication of these three brackets? So minus ax raised to 5, minus bx raised to 5, minus cx raised to 5 means minus abc, and 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12. So we have the 12 degree polynomial with coefficient minus abc, minus abc. And what is its delta raised to 12? If you find delta raised to 12 of that polynomial, then it is minus abc 12 factor. Okay, so this is the next example. If this ABC, suppose this at this place ABCD, there are numbers. Suppose this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Then what is the 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 is the ABCD at this place, write that number. And then 4. So instead of this ABCD, we can use numbers. Then delta, next problem, delta of 1 by x. We have to find delta raised to n of 1 by x. So how we can find delta raised to n of 1 by x? First find delta of 1 by x, then find delta square 1 by x, delta cube 1 by x. In this way, find the delta raised to some problem in sharing. So first find First find delta of 1 by x. Then delta square 1 by x. Delta cube 1 by x. Delta raised to 4 1 by x. And then write delta raised to n 1 by x. What is delta of 1 by x? Is 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x. Like h is equal to 1. So what is delta fx? Is f of x plus h. But h is 1. So how we can find f of x plus h? Replace x by x plus h. Here h is 1. Therefore replace x by x plus 1. So 1 by x. What is f of x plus h? Is 1 by x plus 1. This is f of x plus h. This is f of x plus 1. Minus fx means 1 by x. And then multiply these two denominator. This is LCM. Then what we have? X minus in bracket x plus 1. That is minus 1. So subtraction of these two. And then delta square 1 by x is what? Delta of delta 1 by x. And delta of 1 by x is what? This one. 1 minus 1 by x into x plus 1. And what is its delta? Suppose this is fx function, fx. Then what is delta fx? Is f of x plus h, f of x plus h minus fx. That is value of this function at the next point. Here this negative sign a common out of this bracket. And then 1 by x into x plus 1. Its value at the next point is what? Replace x by x plus 1. So 1 by x plus 1, x plus 2. So this is what? This is f of x plus h, x plus 1. H is 1. And then this is 1 by x plus x into x plus 1, fx as it is. In this negative sign is written here. Then what we have? We have the LCM is what? X plus 1, x plus 2. And then this into what? X plus 2. And this into minus this into x. And the calculation is minus 1, minus 2. That is minus 1 square. We can write this minus 1 into minus 2. We can write minus 1 as minus 1 into 1. Minus 2 as minus 1 into 1. Then minus 1 and minus 1 multiplication is minus 1 square, 2 factor. Actually the multiplication is 2. But to generalize the result, in order to generalize the result, write this minus 1 into minus 2 in this form. Minus 1 square, 2 factor. That is plus sign. Minus 1 square gives plus sign. Similarly, if you find delta cube 1 by x, then it is minus 1 raised to 3 factorial x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3. So in this way, delta raised to n 1 by x is what? Minus 1 raised to n factorial x plus 1, x plus 2, dash, up to what? X plus n. Because delta, if you observe delta square 1 by x, then last term is what? X plus 2. So delta raised to n means last term is x plus n. So this is delta raised to 1 by x. The next problem, find delta of ax by x plus 1 factorial. So use this rule. Delta of fx by gx. What is it? Gx, delta fx minus fx, delta gx divided by gx plus h into gx. Already we learned these rules in previous lectures. So by using this rule, that is, if I have to find the derivative of this function, then what is the rule? U by v rule. Like that, this is the rule for division for delta. That is, delta fx by gx is this, like u by v rule. So fx is a numerator ax, not a raised to x. Here is it is not a into x, it is a raised to x. Right here, a raised to x. Then fx is a raised to x, gx is x plus 1 factorial. So we have to write delta fx, delta gx at this place. For that purpose, find delta fx. What is it? F a raised to x plus 1 minus x. That is f of x plus h minus fx. X, take h as a 1. And that is a raised to x into a. Take a raised to x as common, a minus 1. And then delta, we have to write here delta gx. So delta gx is what? And the value of this function x plus 1 factorial at the next point means x plus 1 plus 1. Actually replace x by x plus 1. Okay, that is x plus 2 factorial minus x plus 1 factorial. And then x plus 2 factorial is what? X plus 2 into x plus 1 factorial. Like 10 factorial. What is 10 factorial? Is 10 into 9 factorial. So x plus 2 factorial is what? x plus 2 into x plus 1 factorial. Take this x plus 1 factorial common. So what we have? X plus 2 minus 1 minus 1. So here x plus 2 factorial written in the form x plus 2 into x plus 1 factorial. So this x plus 1 factorial as it is, take this x plus 1 factorial common. So x plus 2 minus 1 at this place. And then this is what? X plus 1. So this delta fx is what? X plus 1 into x plus 1 factorial. And then write this rule and substitute the values. So gx means x plus 1 factorial. And delta fx is what? This is delta fx right here. Minus fx means a raised to x. And then write delta gx, this quantity at this place, divided by gx plus h. This is gx. And what is gx plus h? Add x by h. Add h in x. And h is 1. So x plus 1 means x plus 2 factorial. This is gx plus 1 actually, x plus 2 factorial. And this gx as it is. And then its simplification, take this x plus 1 factorial common and a raised to x as common factor. So in bracket a minus 1 minus x plus 1. And so the simplification is a raised to x plus 1 factorial get cancelled, and a raised to x, a minus x minus 2 by x plus 2 factorial. The next example is delta e raised to ax sin bx. And use u into v rule of this delta. What is the rule? Delta fx into gx is f of x plus h delta gx plus gx delta fx. That is like u into v rule of derivative. This is the rule, but the change is what? There is no fx. This is fx plus h. So this e raised to x is fx, sin bx is gx, and then we have to find delta gx and delta fx first. To find delta fx, delta e raised to ax is what? E raised to a x plus h or x plus 1. If h is 1, then take h as 1. Then the value at the next point, this is f of x plus h minus fx. And then e raised to ax plus h is what? E raised to x into e raised to h. Then take e raised to x as common, e raised to h minus 1. Similarly, the delta, you have to write this delta gx at this place. So delta gx is what? Delta of sin bx. Sin bx plus h minus sin bx. That is f of x plus h minus fx by using that definition. We have this. And then sin c minus sin d is 2 times cos c plus d by 2. Sin c minus d by 2. So write either this form or remain this step as it is. And then write the rule and substitute the values. The value of f of x plus h. So this is fx e raised to x. What is f of x plus h? E raised to a x plus h. So replace x by x plus h in fx. Then delta gx is this quantity. This is by using sin c minus sin d rule. 2 times cos c plus d by 2, this quantity, and c minus d by 2. So we have this, right? Gx is sin bx, and fx, delta fx is this quantity, e raised to x. And so this is the final answer. Take this e raised to x common or remain this step as a final answer. Then delta square 1 by x. Already this is finding the previous example, that find delta 1 by x and then find delta square 1 by x. This is the answer. Already determined in the previous example, that example delta is to n1 by x. Evaluate delta square by ex cube. So what is delta? Delta is e minus 1, its square, divided by e means this simplification, and multiply by x cube. Then e of x cube is what? X plus 1 cube. The value at the next point, take h as 1, and then e inverse, and the simplification is 6x. So these are the exercise to solve you. That is prepare forward difference table, prepare backward difference table, then find the delta raised to 4 of this. So again, the multiplication of this bracket is what? Is the polynomial of degree 4, whose coefficient is what? Whose leading coefficient is what? Minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 means what? 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24, plus 24. Minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 is plus 24. X raised to 4 is the first term of the multiplication of these 4 brackets. Then next term is what? Is a some constant into x raised to 3, some constant into x raised to 12, 2, and so on. But delta raised to 4 of the first term is what? Is 24. Delta raised to 4 of x raised to 4 is 4 factorial. So answer of this problem is what? 24, 4 into 4 factorial. So similarly, find delta square of sine x. If the interval of differentiation is h, that is take h as h. And what is the, how we can find delta square sine x? Sine x, first find delta of sine x, and then delta square sine x is what? Delta of sine x. Similarly, solve all these examples. Delta of this is fx by gx. So use rule delta fx by gx. That is rule of division. And similarly, delta of x plus cos x is what? Delta x plus delta cos x. Then similarly, what is the delta square 3 e raised to x? Is 3 delta square e raised to x. And how we can find it? First find delta e raised to x, and then find delta square e raised to x. And the answers are this. So solve all the examples of exercise, and if you have some problems in the examples, any problem in the solving exercise, then send me through WhatsApp